All right, everybody, here we are. This time again, we're going to focus on attacking from the bottom. We're focusing on specifically attacking from the De La Riva position. Again, the main thing that we're trying to look at, aside from all the specific techniques, is basic understandings of situations. And whenever we do play guard, normally when we grip the legs, it means something, and normally when we grip the upper body, it means something else. Now, the cool thing about the De La Riva and why it's an awesome position is you're actually generally gripping the upper body and the lower body at the same time. And this becomes pretty cool because, again, now you have access to all the attacking options. You can climb on the upper body for submissions, you can sweep people, you can take the back. You got all of the easier options and easier access scenarios for all of our attacks, because you have the possibility with the legs to break their posture and remove them from the standing position and force them to their back, or you can climb on them and find submissions of their arms and neck. So we're again going to keep looking at more of the leg scenarios where we're using the legs to create back takes and sweeps. We're going to look at kind of like a basic Berimbolo scenario. Now, this can get very, very complex and super intricate. We're going to look at the most basic level of just the basic Berimbolo scenario when we do force our opponents back onto the mat, and how we can use that to start to dig underneath their hips and create a back take scenario. Again, we're actually looking at a fairly basic scenario here in the De La Riva, where we have a shallow hook. Again, there's many different ways you can control here. We've got a shallow hook, and again, our two options for the grip of the leg that we're hooking, at the back of the hamstring here, we make a pulling grip of the back of the ankle, or a knuckle grip, again a sleeve grip here, punching into the shin with the pant fabric. Now again, normally we're going to start with first breaking the shoulders down. Normally, again, there's two main scenarios. He can be pushing on our legs, or he can be kind of high and far away. And a lot of the time when he's far and high, we can sit up and attack the legs a little bit differently. If he's pushing on us, he's kind of committing, again, his arms to us so we can connect to the upper body. Now, normally we're going to bring the shoulders forward first to either just bring that collar in reaching distance, or to find that slight bend in the arm so that I can detach his grip from my pant leg. Now again, it doesn't matter too much whether you prefer the arm or here, they're both going to be quite effective. We're going to stick with the collar to begin with. Now that we have the collar, we're again off balancing our opponent. We're bringing him down, and as he starts to posture up, we kick with our feet and turn our whole head and shoulder and knees to the mat. He falls. Now, what's important here is I reposition my shoulders as deep underneath the hamstring as possible, and I lift my hips past his knee joint. This is what's super important here. I'm actually going to shoot both of my legs deeper across his body, okay? Because remember we talked about before in another sweep video, where if we're below the knee and we rotate, we're just going to spin around his leg. It's going to give us a different outcome, and it might be good for you initially, but we want to get deep underneath his thigh here. So I'm going to use the collar, and I'm going to tuck my head underneath my hips, and now I need to pull my bum closer to him. This is important here, okay? And now that I'm close to his body here, what I'm going to do is I've created this leg wedge position. What I'm going to do is use my left leg here to pull this knee down into the mat. And now I've started to expose his back. Okay, this is really important to understand that, again, our leg or our waist or our hips must be above the knee joint to create these scenarios to attack the back. And now that we've created this similar scenario, we can start to reposition our body and connect completely to the back. The first thing is we're going to reposition our hook. So again, we can help our right leg with our left leg and create a hook here. Once we have the hook, you can even make like a kind of like lockdown position here if you prefer, or you can just keep your feet locked. And now we're going to start fixing the upper body. I'm going to start to turn my hips, and now I can pull the shoulders into my chest and start to attach completely. Now I'm ready to put my top hook. And again, I've created a back control where I'm able to attack from my chokes, and we did a simple, basic Berimbolo back take from the De La Riva position.